Brother Malcolm is up in the house.
Again, my name is Darrick Johnson. Many people call me Brother Malcolm. I take a tremendous amount of pride in keeping alive the legacy of a master teacher. And the vessel that brought me a greater sense of awareness to Mr. Malcolm occurred for me in the year 1978 as a 15-year-old kid, trying to figure out the world in which I'm in. And on this day, I was skipping class out of my school library, being casually cool, chilling, like the buzzing, like most teens back in the 1970s. Can you get it? As I soon took notice through my peripheral vision of a teacher with no suspicion, that mean the young man would have spent much more time in the principal's office trying to calm my random trouble, as opposed to being in the library. She then came my way to investigate, but I don't think that she knew that I was aware that she was watching me. She came my way to investigate, as I engaged my first audition of acting, by reaching down and picking up a book and started flipping through the pages. And I quickly slammed it shut as if this was the wrong book. As I placed it on the shelf, began my second act as I grabbed yet another. But this time, as I began to flip through the pages, my attention was captured by the image of a man wearing jacket and tie and black rimmed glasses, looking to be engaging large audiences. My curiosity took me down below the pictures to read Minister Malcolm X, a name that I'd heard before, but knew nothing about. As I was frozen in time, no longer faking, but really engaged. The teacher, I forgot all about the teacher coming my way, and she reached me and began to question me, and simultaneously the bell rang to indicate time for the next class. And before parting ways, she said, "Boy, you better make sure you get your butt to class." As I politely replied, "Yes, ma'am." And when we parted ways, I took the book entitled The Life and Times of Malcolm X and slipped it into my bag, having no idea then that a seed was being planted. I reread portions again and again, wanted to learn more, but preferring other things rather than going back to the library, and back then, there was no internet. So I went on. But then, many years later, as I was serving my country overseas as a U.S. Marine, I've always been one of those persons who engaged with people who knew more and I was able to learn and gain valuable lessons. Because if you're the one that everyone turns to for answers, you need new friends. Well, these brothers from the windy city of Chicago would hit me to the significance of cultural reading. And soon I found myself re-engaged with Malcolm as I was given a taped-up paperback of the autobiography. As I learned of many other black intellectuals such as Dr. Carter G. Woodson, and then in the year 1987, I returned home to the States. And then home to the States, I found another spark of light in AM 1450, the WOL, when information is power. Where I began to engage in other black intellectuals such as Ivan Van Sertima, who reminded us that he came before Columbus. And instead of giving him credit for discovering America, he ought to be given credit for putting into motion the most dangerous pandemic that's continued to kill America, racism, white supremacy. So it was time for we the people to begin to stand up and fight in behalf of our race, and that being the human race.